Pitter patter, let's get at her. We're underway here in the third. Your Alaska Oilers versus Ogden Mavericks. Ogden Mavericks in red, Alaska Oilers in their beautiful black and green jerseys. And Mavericks trying to regroup behind their net, trying to get something going, trying to get something set up. Oilers on the penalty kill as the Mavericks looking for puck possession off their stick. Picked up by the Oilers in the corner. Smith giving them heck in the corner. Picked up by the Mavericks. Mavericks bring it up through neutral. Mavericks skater bring it up across the blue line, trying to do it all himself. Brings it in, kicked off his stick by Webb. Webb throws it in the corner. Him and Lake trying to dig it out. Melee in the corner. Picked up by the Mavericks. Mavericks backhand it back in. And then they dump it into the corner. Picked up by Webb. Swing and a miss. Webb chips it out. Picked up at the blue line by the Mavericks. Mavericks send it back in. Mavericks going to kick it out. Poked out by Smith. Smith heads for the bench. Mavericks play it off the goalie and regroup. Mavericks pick it up. Streaking up the far side. Mavericks up through neutral. Tap and touch around Rust. In front. Denied by Burgo. Off the back wall. Picked up by Rust. Fighting for it in the corner. Mavericks play it up the wall. Held in by the Mavericks. Mavericks number 16 walks in the circle. Shot down low. Tipped. Goes wide into the corner. Rust pinches him up on the wall. Circle back to the top. Mavericks on the power play. Picked up by Applehands. Applehands dumps it into the corner. Chased down, but thrown in front. Chase puts it up the wall. Tips out to neutral. Oilers going to have to chase it down. Thompson on his backhand. Brings it around the back of the net. Makes a move. Goes around him like a pylon. All the way across in front. Shot by McElroy. Denied. It's 3-2 Oilers.
3-3. What is second?
Third period.
Yeah.
Yep. So 3-2 Oilers here in the third. Oilers control the face-off. Dump back into the corner. Pinched up on the wall. Oilers still with the puck. Throw it across all the way to the far side. Shot from the far side. Comes out to neutral. Thompson picks it up. Delayed penalty. Oilers with the puck all the way across the blue line. Oilers down in front. Around behind the net. Oilers chip it out. Whistle blows. Penalty on the Mavericks.
They need penalty. For those kids, they fight.
Number 21 for the Mavericks going to the box. Hancock in the penalty box at 12-12 in the third period. So power play for the Oilers. Chase Thompson lines up in the slot. Controlled by the Oilers. Dietrich with it down low in the corner. Throws it around behind the net. Takes the hit. Get the pass off. Brings it back up to the point. Sent in the middle. Slot shot. Just goes wide of the net. Picked up by 18 for the Oilers on the far side. Dietrich throws it back up the point. D-man walks in below the circle, below the line. Circles back. Throws it in front. Picked up by the Mavericks. Mavericks bring it back up. Dump it off the wall. Gordy Jennings chips it back in. Holds it up in neutral. Trying to get it across the blue line. Dietrich trying to get it across the blue line. But offside's called on the Oilers by the referee that was way down there deep. 11:34 to go here in the third period. Oilers up by 1. Shots are pretty even. 18 for the Oilers, 16 for the Mavericks. Face-off controlled by Boone Tyler, and McElroy holds it up on the half wall, dumps it back in, trying to get it to Tyler back to McElroy back to Tyler, playing back and forth, and it's picked off by the Mavericks, chipped up to the blue line. Platts pushed off, but McElroy gets it, Applehands tries to throw it back in the middle, and it's kicked off by the Oilers. Comes out to neutral. Platt's going to chase it down. Platt backhands it back into neutral. Picked up by Webb. Webb backhands it over to Platt. Platt. Applehands circles back to help out. Applehands in the D zone, sends it up to Webb on the near side wall. Webb all the way across, off McElroy's stick, kicks out, still in neutral, picked up by Ogden. Ogden brings it across the blue line. Ogden sends a shot, tipped off, blocked by Platt. Applehands throws it back around behind the net. Webb's got it, time and space, gives it up to McElroy. McElroy up the near side wall. McElroy throws it to the blue line. Applehands in, across the blue line. Applehands throws it, goes off a body and right in front. Applehands, loose puck in the slot, comes over to the half wall, picked up by Webb. McElroy over to help out. It comes up to the D-man. D-man holds it in, blocked off by Rust, and kicked out to neutral. It comes back to Rust in his own zone. He sends a nice pass, tape to Applehands. Applehands makes a move. And he gets tripped up left at the top of the circle. There's going to be a penalty on Ogden on that one. Ogden's going to get called for tripping. Number 4 is going to go to the box and join Hancock in that penalty box. So now we're going to have a 5-on-3 for the Oilers. Rust and Jennings back on D. Smith and Lake battling for the puck up front. Bouncing puck goes past Jennings. Jennings circles back, sends it over to Rust. Rust, nice Mohawk move, brings it up through neutral, gives it to Smith. Smith across the blue line. Smith at the top of the circle, checks up on the half wall. Buying time and space. Puck gets bounced off his stick, comes to Lake. Lake sends a shot. Saved by Ogden. .139 left on the clock for the power play. Comes out to Smith on the face-off. Smith backhands it up the wall. Ogden trying to get out. Lake has it on his backhand. Lake around behind the back of the net. Lake sends it up the half wall. Oh, it's thrown in the slot, picked up by Ogden. Ogden up through neutral. Ogden dumps it in deep. Chase the near side. Rust pinches in, battle in the corner for the puck. Trying to dig it out. Ogden looking for the puck. Jennings comes away with it. Jennings works it up the far side wall. Jennings with some speed, tipped off to center, picked up by Rust. Rust across the blue line. Rust drop pass to Dietrich. Dietrich takes a hit, gets the pass away to Smith. Puck gets kicked out by Ogden, sent back to Dirty Dangles by Gunnar. Burgo in the net to Dietrich. Dietrich across far side. Smith circles back into neutral, throws it to the far side wall in front of the benches. Picked up by Thompson. Thompson shot right in front of the goal. Saved by Ogden. So 8:41 here left in the third period. 21 shots for the Oilers and 16 shots for the Mavericks. We're at the Maverick Center in Salt Lake City. Ogden wins the draw, throws it up the wall. Platt's going to circle back, bounce it off the wall, picked up by the Oilers. Platt keeps it in, held in by the Oilers. 44 Thompson, top of the circles, sends it down low, back to Sir Costa. The circus back and forth. The Oilers circling the net all the way across off the back wall. Going to be held in by Thompson. Thompson off the wall, picked up by Ogden. Ogden kicks it out to neutral. Ogden makes a move right around Jace. Ogden in front. Burgo denies him. Kicks it out to neutral. And it's in the corner. Ogden trying to throw it in front. We're going to have a penalty whistle. And number 12, Landon Rogers, going to the box for the Oilers with 7:58 to go here in the third period. Oilers in a little bit of a desperation. Bell still remains in the box. So we're going to have 5-on-4. Oilers going to be on the penalty kill. Ogden with the puck. Sends it wide of the net. Oilers tap it up the wall, trying to get it out of their zone. McElroy trying to dig it out. Oilers kick it out to neutral. Goes off of Ogden's stick. Ogden playing it back into their own zone. Ogden with the puck. Sends it up. Held in by McElroy. Bouncing puck. Picked up by Ogden. Ogden through neutral across the blue line. Ogden checks up. Ogden all the way across. Picked off by Boone Tyler. Boone Tyler elevates it out to neutral, but Ogden picks it up. They're going to regroup in their own zone, send it up the far side wall. Platt's going to dig it out of the corner, offsides. Icing. Icing on Ogden, so we'll have a face-off all the way down. Oilers on the PK. 1:20 left in the PK for the Oilers. Bouncing puck, left on the dot, picked up by Ogden. They kicked it out to neutral. Platt regroups in neutral, slows it down, sends it back into the zone. Ogden's going to have to regroup. Ogden plays it around behind their own net. Number 14 from Ogden with the puck, racing up, trying to skate ahead. Kicks it up. Rust picks it up in his own zone. Rust throws it across to Smith. Smith up the wall on the near side. Smith trying to get it ahead across the blue line, but it's picked up by Ogden. Ogden brings it around behind their own net, sends it up the middle. Off of Thompson, into the corner. Ogden pulls it down in the corner. All the way across, trying to hold it in. Lake on the break. Goalie versus Lake. Goalie from Ogden with some dirty dangles. Brought back in by Smith. Smith's shot denied by Ogden. Goalie. 6:20 left to play in the game. We have Dietrich up front with Circosta. Webb and Rust back on D. On the penalty kill, it comes back to Rust. Rust chips it back in below the net. Ogden picks it up behind the net. Ogden gonna race up the far side wall, throws it out to neutral, picked up by Rust. Rust plays it back with some time, space, drops it for Webb. Webb up the half wall to Dietrich. Dietrich chips it in deep, trying to kill off the penalty. And Rogers out of the box. Oilers back at full strength. And Rogers in immediately in the corner, trying to tie it up. Mavericks kick it out to neutral. Webb all the way across. Rust. Rust all the way across to Dietrich. Dietrich in the corner, down below the net. Trying with the puck, still on a stick. And it gets kicked off his stick, comes back. And Ogden on the near side kicks it out the slot. Ogden gets it out of their zone, off a skate. Ogden still across the blue line. Ogden in the corner, Dietrich puts a hit on him. Webb comes in, just misses on the hit. And Ogden controls it in the zone. It's kicked out to neutral by Rust. Rust still battling for it. Poking at it. In front. Circosta, the circus, all the way across to Jennings. Jennings is going to get a shot. Glove save. .448 left to play in the game. Oilers still up 3-2. With 4:48 left to go here in the third period. Out shooting the Mavericks 22-17. We're going to have face-off. Controlled by the Oilers. Oilers send it back in. Tipped off the half wall. Down low. Back up the half wall. In front. Picked off by Ogden. The Mavericks going to carry it out of their zone. They put it in front. Tipped away by Jennings. Slowed up at neutral. Circle back. The Oilers. Platt throws it up. Ogden. Long pass. The center line. Number 62 across the blue line. And up the near side wall, drop pass. McElroy, Jennings in. Comes up to Jace. Applehands across the blue line. Applehands on his backhand, puts it right in front. Oh, to Boone Tyler, what a beauty! What an assist by Jace Applehands, number 2 to number 72, Boone Tyler, with the goal to put the Oilers up 4-2 with 4:11 here to go in the game. That might just seal the deal for the Oilers. Beautiful stick work by Applehands and Boone Tyler, the Kenai boys, coming up with big here in the late minutes of the third. So, face off, center ice. Picked off by Thompson. Thompson throws it out. Far side wall, picked up by Lake. Lake racing up the far side wall. Stretch pass out to Dietrich. Ogden picks it up and kicks it back out to neutral. Rust on his horse, chasing in. Off his stick, picked up by Ogden. Ogden has it in the corner. Lake comes over to help out. Rust picks up the puck, sends it across, gives it up, and elevated out to neutral and picked up at neutral ice by Ogden. Ogden looking for it. Thompson kicks it up, trying to get it to Smith. Ogden trying to send it off. Dietrich swings and misses at it, and it comes out to neutral. Ogden across the blue line. Ogden across, far side. Oh, bounces over the stick. They're going to hold it in the zone. Slips behind the D-man. Goes off his stick out to neutral. He backhands it across. Ogden trying to regroup at neutral. They're going to send a shot in deep and go for a line change. Number 48 trying to pick it up on the half wall. Long stretch pass to Dietrich. Dietrich on the near side. Across the blue line. Dietrich puts it in front. Oh, right on goal. Another shot denied by the Ogden goalie. 18, Sir Costa digging for it. Ogden comes away with it. Ogden up the middle. Pinched off by Platt and Webb. And the Oilers regroup in their own zone. They're going to send it up the far wall. Kick it out to neutral. Sent back in by Ogden. Burgo with some dirty dangles behind the net. Comes out and he has to make a save real quick. Ogden trying to tie it up. It's right in front. Denied by Burgo. Platt picks it up. Throws it out the middle. This goes off an Ogden skate. Ogden D-man throws it up the near wall. Tipped in by Ogden. Ogden chasing it in the corner. They're going to put it right in front. Burgo taps it. Comes back to McElroy. McElroy is going to go for a long stretch pass. It's picked up by the Oilers. Sir Costa got it across the blue line for a moment. 2:08 left to go in the game. Oilers up 4-2 late in the third period. Oilers out shooting the Mavericks 24-18 here at the Maverick Center in Salt Lake City, Utah. We're going to have a face-off just outside the Oilers zone. Picked up by the Mavericks. Mavericks take it back in their own zone, play it up the wall. Just slips over Jennings' stick. Thompson's going to chase it down the far side corner. Sends it around behind the net. Bouncing puck. Oh, off behind the net. Picked up by Thompson. Thompson leaves it for Applehands. Applehands in front of the net. Applehands backhands it over to the wall. It's going to be picked up by Ogden. Ogden circles back. Throws it across. Trying to get it in. Ogden trying to set something up behind the net. Ogden with the puck. Controlling it. Trying to get it in front. Goes off. Blocked by Burgo. Comes out the half wall. They send it off the wall. Dump it into the corner. Ogden holding on. Oilers come away with it. Applehands all the way across to McElroy. McElroy picks it up across the blue line. McElroy sends it all the way across into the corner. Applehands dumps it back behind the net. Boone Tyler off his glove and gets it back to McElroy. McElroy sends it up the wall to Jennings. Jennings flips it right back in front of the net. And there it goes to the goal and saved by the Mavericks. 1:03 left in the game. Good work by the Oilers, getting it out of their zone, getting pucks out, getting pucks deep, and getting pucks to the front of the net. But no rebound to be had. Oilers up 4-2 with 1:03 left to go in the game. Out shooting the Mavericks 25-19. Mavericks on their heels. Bounces off, comes up neutral, picked up by Rust. Rust sends it across to Lake. Goes to the far side. Comes back. Platt sends it up the far wall. Underneath Lake's stick. Here comes... Oh, and a tripping call on Lake. Right at neutral ice as the Mavericks picked up the puck momentarily. So Carson Lake going to finish this game out in the box 43 seconds left in the game. Face off on the far side. Controlled by the Oilers. Platt sends it around behind the net. Picked off by the Mavericks. Rogers intercepts in the slot. Mavericks pick it up on the half wall. Blocked by Rogers. Rogers picks it back up on an assist by number 11. Tries to get it back on the feed to Dietrich. And it kicked out to neutral. Time ticking off the clock. Rust racing back for it in the near side corner. Picks it up on his backhand. Goes around behind the net. Very little time left in the game. Picked up by Platt. Platt backhands it over. And the Oilers send it out. Bouncing puck. Rolling all the way down. Slows up in the Maverick zone. The Mavericks pick it back up. Mavericks going to bring it across. And that's the end of the game. Oilers 4-2 over the Mavericks. They all gather up and regroup on Burgo, holding him in the game, holding down the fort. Good job, Burgo. Good job, Oilers. Not bad, flying in from Alaska. A little bit tired and dehydrated. Still pull off the win over the Ogden Mavericks. High fives. Gonna happen at some